In this video, I'd like to look at a little bash script that is going to use a regular expression and it's going to look for image files. So it's going to look for files and see if they have the regular normal extensions that are associated with image files. So I have my little script, which is in documents. I have my terminal opened up to documents and ready to run that script, but the ls, the listing, is over the home, the downloads that's under the user's home. So that's over here, downloads, that's what's here. So I have some txt file that has the letters PNG in it. I have some ODT file. I have an image, a PNG image, a JPEG image. I have an image with a capital PNG. I have a file which is a WebP, and I have a JPEG with an E in it. Okay. And I have a bunch of comments, so I'll try to comment and uncomment things as I explain them. Okay. So my first, let's do the for loop. So first, I'm listing what's in the downloads, and I'm looping through the file names. And my file names do not have any spaces. So having spaces in the file names would wreak a little bit of havoc here. And we'd have to worry about what kind of white space we're using as a separator. And we're not going to do that here. So some other time we'll deal with that kind of an issue. But so we are getting all the file names and looping over them. And so the list creates a set, and then the for loops over that set. 5 and 6 are comments. And then we are looking in 7 if I, which was the file, matches a regular expression. So let's go up in number 2 and look at the regular expression. So it, parentheses have its usual meaning of sort of, consider this stuff first. And so consider this whole set of things first. And so in regular expressions, a dot has a special meaning, but I don't want dot to have its special meaning in regular expressions. I want it to be sort of literally, I'm literally looking for a dot in this file name. So I do a /. I escape the dot and make it just its normal dot self. So / and then PNG. So that's telling me I'm looking for things that have a .png in them. The vertical bar is an or, so I'm looking for .png or .jpg, another vertical bar, or .jpeg with the E in there, or .webp. Okay, so and then at the end, I have a $, and the $, in regular expressions means then it must end. So I can't have anything that matches this pattern in the middle. It's got to be at the end. And then I just have this if else. So if I match the regular expression, I'm identifying it as an image file, and otherwise not. So let's see what that gives. So the WebP was recognized as an image file, the broccoli PNG, the celery JPG, the TXT file was not an image file, even though it had the word PNG in there, but it didn't match for 2 reasons. It didn't have a dot, and it wasn't at the end. It is missing the potato because that is capital PNG, and that's doesn't match. And then the ODT doesn't match, and the JPEG did match. Okay, I want to show you, I'm not going to, this is just to remind me that there's another way to do this matching JPEG thing. And we see the JPEG with an E, and without an E, and with an E are both working. And there's another way to do that in regular expressions. That's with this question mark. So I can change the JPEG stuff here and say E ? and then get rid of the JPEG. And this means that the E is optional. So I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to change what's commented out. I'm just now editing my original regular expression and showing that it is, that the $sign should make it optional, and it should match either way, with or without the E. Let me clear. So it's obvious that we have new results. And the JPEG with an E matched and the JPEG without an E matched. And that was what this E question mark did. Okay, we're not matching the PNG. So one approach is to add .png to the list. So just put it in there. All the possibilities are separated by the vertical bars, which sort of serve as an OR, and so I can add capital PNG, and that is one approach. So let me clear and then run it again, and so that that is one way to pick up the capital PNG, now recognized as an image file. But I'm going to take that out and do it a different way. So I'm going to save, I'm going to clear and run, and now the capital PNG is not working. And I'm going to take another approach, and then I'm going to take all of my I's, my file names, and I'm going to use this thing here to make something. I'm just a variable I'm calling low. So I'm using this sort of, I think it's trace, and it's going to put everything into lowercase. So I'm going to spit out, and I will see that low now has lowercase, and this boss and celery also have some capital letters. So it's going to put everything into small letters, and then it's going to test. Let me keep it as I, and then I'll switch it to low. Okay. So I is still the original name, so I won't find matches, but low we'll see is now a lowercase version of the file name, and then I'll finally change the if. So here is boss in small letters, celery in small letters. So this has succeeded in producing a variable. It hasn't changed my I, but has made a new variable low that is in all lowercase. And then if I switch my if statement now to low and save that, then I am getting that the capital PNG matches as an image file, even though it's not in my regular expression. So I'm going to take out now this additional echo just to clean it up a little bit. And here we see the WebP is an image file. The PNG was an image file. The JPG was in this text was not. The PNG with capitals was. The ODT was not. The JPEG with an E was. And there are different approaches. And again, if you want to add to the list, let's say I wanted now a TIFF, then I would vertical bar, another OR. I want it to be an extension, so backslash dot to give me an actual dot, and then TIFF for TIFF. And I don't have any TIFF, so there's nothing to test here, but I'm just sort of reminding you how to sort of add to the list. So we have the backslash, a dot to give us a literal dot. I don't have to worry about what matches at the beginning. Regular expressions just naturally take care of that. The vertical bar is an OR. The question mark made something optional, so that was for the E. The $sign insisted that this pattern matched at the end. I didn't really test that, but it does indeed work. And then we did this put all of the file names. We made a variable in Court that had the file names in lowercase, and that's what we tested against our regular expression. And that eliminated the need in our regular expression to have like a capitalized version of everything. Okay, I think that's what I wanted to show you in this example. Thank you much for your attention.